Mark Webster here in Brighton. It's back-to-back wins for Michael Van Gerwen, and 3 or 4 weeks ago we didn't see this coming.
No, he was patchy in parts tonight, but no, he was the best player again tonight, and to back it up from last week, credit to him. But I think the acid test, he needs to go off and win a Euro Tour, or because he's playing well all in one night, but he's doing it in different days, and he came unstuck in the UK Open, but no, that was impressive. I thought it was a good final. I was impressed with Michael Smith as well. I thought it was a deserved final, and a great night in Brighton.
Just a couple of points off that. One, was it important for Bully Lloyd to bounce back from disappointment of the weekend and not to win it, but at least he got to a final and put in some good performances along the way.
Yeah, he showed what he's made of, hasn't he? He's dusted himself down in a matter of days, really. He maybe wouldn't have fancied this tonight, but he's come here, he's taken something away. We've got some more points as well. Bear in mind, just over 7 days with no points, he's now got 5, and he again heads off to Germany now, confident. And I was impressed with Michael Smith. Fair play to him, because look, it hurt Sunday, and why wouldn't it? As a fan, we all thought he'd win. He didn't. Maybe should have won, but he didn't. And he goes again, and it's the Michael Smith way. He's got a good work ethic. I was impressed. Again,
some injury concerns. Your countryman Kessie Price had to pull out due to a wrist injury, and he's going to pull out the Euro Tour as well. That must be a concern.
As long as it's not a niggly one, I wouldn't be overly concerned now. I'd look to know where it's at on Tuesday. If he misses another Premier League, then we've got a real issue. But I guess he's done the right thing. If there's any sort of niggles, you've got to leave it alone. He's pulled out the Euro Tour, so obviously just to give it some rest. I'm led to believe it's different to the injury he had last year when he withdrew from the Nordic Masters. That's a good thing in a sense. It's not the reoccurrence of an old injury, but it's obviously worrying. But hopefully, when we come to Nottingham next week, he'll be back, and just a little 1 week off, we hope. But if it goes beyond any sort of 2-3 weeks, he could be in a spot of bother, guys. They'll have a decision to make then.
Also, worrying times for Gary Anderson right now. This isn't the back-to-back world champion that we all know and we've expected over the last decade. Only an 88 average tonight. This is worrying.
It's not good, and he'll admit that. He's quite straightforward, Gary Anderson, isn't he? He hasn't had a 10+ average in the Premier League yet. Only got 2 points. But the beauty of the format, you go again next. He's got to dust himself down. But I think he doesn't play in the Euro Tours, does he? So I think he could have done with going across. He could do the Pro Tour maybe. I don't know, just something to top it up. But didn't get a great draw in the UK Open. Didn't get any games in his belt last week. But yeah, he'll be concerned about his form. He's honest, Gary. He knows when he's played well. He knows when he hasn't played bad. And dust himself down. His experience campaign. He's got to call on all that experience now, because it's only going to get tougher next week.
We leave Brighton. Michael Van Gerwen tops the table and says to the rest, "Catch me if you can."
Yeah, of course he does, but it's not unfamiliar, is it? I mean, he failed to finish top once. He doesn't always win it, but he finishes top. But first things first, tick the box, finish top of the Premier League. But he wants to win the title, doesn't he? He needs to get back winning these big titles, because he doesn't hold a major at the minute. He doesn't hold, well, whatever we could call him now, a TV title, the Nordic Masters, yeah, okay, but a real pristine one, the Premier League, the World Championship, Match Play, Grand Prix, UK Open. He doesn't hold any of them at the minute, so I think that's the objective. But no, credit to him, he's doing all he can at the minute. He's won back-to-back weeks and top of the table, and he's enjoying himself.
Mark Webster, pleasure as always, and we'll see you in Nottingham.
Cheers, thank you.